What's taking so long? You said you were ready.
So just heading on towards the start point at South Pier. So starting off, I say, just going to wander down towards South Pier now. You wouldn't believe that I am down by the big one. Pleasure Beach closed on a Friday night. So the first one of the vendors selling his flashy bits. So one of the many bits of artwork that the Lightworks put on the promenade side, cascade into water. I was being told it's called Venus. So as I head on towards the start point at South Pier, we'll be able to see if there's been any update on the area that's going to turn into the box park. So this is, well, was one of the last videos I brought to my channel. So a piece of land that's next to Velvet Coaster across from the Sandcastle is going to be turned into a box park. So I was speaking to some of the guys that are going to be doing that work, and they've said they're going to let me in while they're doing that, get a few insights. So hopefully they'll keep by the word on that one. I'm going to pan up towards the, oh, sorry. Just try and get this to the right height. So I've just finished through the mermaid part, and now I am going to keep getting put right as we walk through. So yeah, the bits down by the Pleasure Beach, call the sirens. Really pretty park coming up now. Chandelier Causeway, starting at the Sandcastle. Beautiful night here in Blackpool. Sun has just set. I didn't want to start on this walk too early, just so you got the full effect of the illuminations. So yeah, that's part of the road that's all fenced up. That will be turned into a box park. A lot of street food, hopefully a bit of music as well. Time will tell on that one. Sounds like it's getting lively in the Velvet Coaster. So if you've got any questions as I'm walking down, I'll see what I can do about getting them answered. So here's our official start point, South Pier, at the end of Station Road here in Blackpool. So across from there you've got Pablo's, and I have to say probably my least favourite burger joint. I hope you've all seen my video on that one. Hi Birdman, absolutely spot on. So I'm sure this is like you've seen loads and loads of times. So I'm going to try and bob over to the other side of the road for a bit. Just get a view from that side. and hopefully we'll get some nice sights of the tower. We've got down to a castle selection now. Only a few of these ones, so I don't actually think this is actually a section as such. Just between the Chandelier Causeway and McDonald's where the next selection start. There we go. Well, that's a much better scene than just the cars parked up. I was just waiting for that gap in the traffic to be able to bob across. Hello to Scotland. So yeah, over the years, all these illuminations have gone from the old-fashioned bulbs to LED. Much brighter, and a lot cheaper to run. So we've got as far as Waterloo Road now, just by McDonald's, Dutton Arms, Notriani's. JJ, I think I'm going to say the first Friday of everyone, well not everyone, but the kids being back at school seems to have made Friday night pretty quiet. They've now got a lot of stained glass illuminations. I cannot believe how quiet it is though myself for a Friday night. Growing up, it would have been one-way traffic Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've been down here selling yo-yos and jokers. They were the good old days. A little pan around now, just by the old Yates's. That is soon to be renovated by the people that own Mr. Bazarai's. So I'm looking forward to that one. But it isn't going to be a buffet style place. It is going to be a pub and restaurant. So I hope you can make out in the distance the big wheel on Central Pier. I just panning away from a bit of mischief there. Yeah, I don't think they're spinning as fast as them lights. I have been on that big wheel. I would not like to be on there going that fast. It's a seriously gentle ride, that one. Right, about to come to some old favourites, Sooty and Sweep. So for those who know the history of Sooty, will know that he originated in Blackpool. Mr. Corbett found him on a shop on North Pier. So definitely got its rightful place in the Illuminations. Hope you're enjoying the walk through. I was getting beeped at. So I've been asked by a few people if I'd do a walkthrough down the Promenade during the summer season. Didn't get round to that one. So I thought, you know what, I'll do the first, well, the end of the first full week of the Illuminations. So that being that the Illuminations got switched on last Friday night, and it's now Friday. So there's some bits down towards the tower and comedy carpet that weren't out. during or when up to switch on due to the size of the crowds expected. So over this week, the team at Lightworks have been busy putting some bits out there. Oh, Birdman, have you got a website where you're putting your charity walk on, so people can dive on there? So if I remember right, it's for domestic violence. Birdman, if you ping me a message, I will put it on my community page, and then people can be watching out for you when you come to Blackpool to do your walk. So I've just been at the end of the sooty bit. We're saying bye-bye to Sue. So I'm just going to double check on these next ones. Were these done by the local artists? So this next load done by students at Blackpool sixth form at college. Is it Illuminated Aliens? Local aliens. So I think it's been a brilliant thing by Lightworks that they've actually got local students involved. And allowed them to have their artwork for years to come lit up as part of the illuminations. So we're now not far from the Manchester pub and the Pipes of Poop. So I'll be looking at going live from there next Saturday for the fireworks. I just went past Smash Burgers. I just had to move out of the way of a car that decided they're going to drive into me. So I hope you call that on the corner of the screen, Smash Burgers, which I think is the best burgers you can get as you're walking down the promenade. Fresh mince, get smashed down onto the griddle right in front of your eyes. You can get loads of different toppings. I would say you've got to go for a minimum of a double. So as we head past the Manchester, so just coming up very shortly, I'm hoping that you'll notice it gets considerably busier. Oh. I'm not sure, they might even do a veggie selection on there. I'm quite guilty of not looking. A lot of places do these days. Well, then you'd hope it'd be on a different griddle. But they do chips and they do ice creams, just not on the same plate. So just coming up to the, so just coming past the Manchester pub, the Pipes of Poop. So just coming into the Beaver Brooks section that runs up to Central Pier. And so there's quite a few hotels down this end that have got bars that are open to the public as well. So if you're down having to wander through the lights and you fancy a sneaky pint or two, so at least the traffic's getting a bit busier. So Craig here, Don, is that? I can't see the whole message there, Birdman. Is that friends or? Alright, so I'm just about getting it. So yeah, Craig here, Don, I hope I'm saying that right. They are pretty good at helping people out. And they've also got their own YouTube channel. I've seen quite a few videos that they posted over the last year or so. It does. So I'd said to Daz Vlogs that I was going to hopefully do a bit of a video of a scum run last week, but the weather was absolutely atrocious. So if you want to see some really fun food reviews and a few pub sessions, Dad's does some really good vlogs. And if you like seeing someone trying to eat some exceedingly hot food, he's your man.
Yellow 2 and 5, 25. Yellow 3 and 9, 39. Red 1 and 5, 15. Yellow 4 road, line 4.
So it's going to be diving in and out of traffic here for a bit. So coming down to an area now by Central Pier, a load of food places, some of which I will be trying soon. I think last year I said I would never try food from some of these places, but I think I owe it to other people I've been watching over the last year and a bit. To at least show people what they're like. Oh yeah, down by Central Pier now. So this is where I stood last week doing the countdown and the illumination switch on. So shortly I'm going to attempt to go over to the prom side, and hopefully I don't buffer too much, and give you all a look of the stuff that's been put out on the comedy carpet. So for those of you watching my channel over the last few months, just down Chapel Street where the old police station once stood. So heading on towards the tower. So I'm going to check very shortly. So all these lights down here. So come winter time, quite a lot of the illuminations do get turned off during the week, I believe. So I'll just get a check on that one. Ooh, surrounded by horses. And they get turned back on at weekend. So I'm not a fan of horses, but I do love the landaus all lit up. So I was going to ask the question now, just to confirm it. The lights down here, are these ones that are on all the time when Christmas and the sea are on, all the way through the week?
All the illuminations are on now.
Midweek?
All the illuminations
Right.
are on the season.
Okay, so I've just been told that all the illuminations are on constantly while the, not constantly, but during the hours of darkness while Christmas by the Sea is on. I had heard noise that that wasn't going to be the case, but I've just had it confirmed. Right, so this is where I'm hoping that I don't start buffering. So I'm going to apologise if I'm not answering all the questions like I would normally. But the old eyes aren't so what they used to be when it's dark. And I'm also trying to watch where the hosts have been as well. So up by Covel Island, so it's going to bob across the road now, and hopefully, and I say hopefully, it doesn't buffer too much. I believe in the coming weeks we're going to get the illuminated heritage trams back on the tracks. There was a massive worry that that wasn't going to be the case, but the tram people have pulled out the magic. Only two's better than none. So the lights all got put out this week. The Blackpool Tower lit up in all its glory. So as you can imagine, the tens of thousands of people that were down here last Friday night, they couldn't have put the stuff down by the comedy carpet. This was where the stage was. Oh, pre-booking only. On the trams, I might have to speak to a friend of mine so I can get on one. So ahead of me is the first of the 3 dragons that are going to be put in and around the comedy carpet. So if you come down here, don't just watch the or don't just look at the dragons, and they are spectacular. But hope you can see that projected on the tower, on the actual tower building. They are doing a dragon projection on there as well. How good does that look? So this is all done with light works as well. So there will be 3 of these. How good does that look? And if I can,
right.
Oh,
We're ready for another song. Blackpool Illuminations Radio. We're coming back out now and we're going to find our next best dancers and our couple of players to give away.
so they're the only 2 bits. I hope you can hear me. So far, they're the only 2 bits that are up. But over the next week and a bit, I'm sure there'll be more getting put up. I want to see if I can be sneaky enough to see if I can get a bit of a look inside the projection studio. Well, it looks like they're doing some sort of dance thing on there as well. Hopefully they're going to be doing that all the way through. And if they are, get down and show them your moves. I can see people walking away, still doing the YMCA. There are people singing in cars as well. So we've nearly got to the end of the walk. I say it was just pier to pier. Give you a little bit of a look at illuminations. I'll aim to do a bit of a drive through as well at some points in the coming weeks. Kind of bob down towards the ones down at Bispam. Grab myself a cheeky bag of chips, which I'm sure my dog will nick half of. So I've just been given some information. So next weekend, we're actually going to have the Spitfire on the comedy carpet. Is that 1 week only? one weekend only. So if you want to see the Spitfire on the comedy carpet, next weekend is the weekend to come down to the Illuminations. And hopefully the weather is like it has been tonight. And then also next weekend we have got the first round of the fireworks. So we have got 3 countries, one every fortnight on a Saturday night. So weather dependent. Of course, if it's too windy, they might get cancelled or postponed. But if it's dry, I'll be aiming to do a live on at least one of the 3. So the plan is to do next weekend's at least. So I'll put on my community page the time that'll be. I'll be set up before the fireworks, capture some of the sunset. But for today, I hope you've enjoyed the walk. Okay, just going into Talbot Square now, up by North Pier. And for the first time, I'm hearing a bit of the emergency services. Hopefully that's nothing too serious. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. Look after yourselves, and hope I'll capture you all on my next live feed. If you've enjoyed it, let me know. And if you really enjoyed it, let your friends and family know to tune in next time I go live. And I'll be putting that on the community page when that is. So a little pan round just to finish off. A nice view of the Blackpool Tower. I'll speak to you soon, Birdman, and good luck on the charity work you're going to be doing here in Blackpool. If you get me the information. Thanks for that, Claire. I'll try and get it out there. So from a nice and warm Blackpool, even though it's dark, I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye for now.